Mic check, yes, sir. April 22nd, Monday Night Raw review. Savage is, yeah, man. You know, like that, bro. Come on, we're back again, man. Everyone's saying, I hope everyone's well, hope everyone's good on this good Tuesday morning over here in the UK. But obviously, when I watch Raw, it was Monday morning. You get it, time slots and time scales and all that business. But we're here back for another Monday Night Raw review. Straight overall bird's eye view of Monday Night Raw this week. No Cody, no problem. I would say so. Raw was actually decent. It was actually decent. But there's a few things, of course, that we need to get to it now. And I don't want to be a party pooper and that. I don't want to ruin anything. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be one of them entitled fans that thinks everything should go my own way. But if I see little details, I will just call it out and see where they could fix certain things and give them a few pointers, because you know they'll be rubbing stuff off the channel anyway. Big up to everyone in the chat. Definitely going to get to you guys in there. We'll run through the show order bit by bit. Again, sometimes I leave little things out of the show because it was not worth talking about. I'll tell you that it's there, and then I'll just move on that, because some matches are pointless. Yeah, but this was a better Raw. And get to the comment section first, and then we're going to run through the show. Don't want to be here for a long time. Busy man today, you know, like that. But big up, man. Big up, Monty. I see you in the chat, bro. All this invasion there, big up Bayesian every time. Love for the love. Becky slowly transforming into the next Charlotte Flair in terms of title wins and how much she's being pushed by WWE. Yes, a fair point, man. You mean right person, Liv would have been the wrong person. She's not a main event player. Hey, man, that's your opinion. I mean, I never said it should be Liv. I just said it's the wrong person. Although I am a fan of Liv, but if you want it to be the right person and you want to go back to how Raw was a year ago, that's fine by me, man. Obviously, there's a few assumptions you would make from Becky, just because we do that as wrestling fans. Oh, yeah, Becky's going to go have a rest, or Becky was sick, or she's going to go spend time. Obviously, we knew that Seth was injured and he went and had surgery. The assumption of some people would be that she's wrote a book and she's about to whatever. But no, man, they've propelled her back to the top. I don't mind Becky Lynch at all. I told you I went to Raw live show last Wednesday. It was a great live show. Me and my son had fun. Becky was there. We cheered her when she came out and that sang her song and all that stuff. It was a great match. I see why she's loved across the world. It was big pop. But I'm here for pro wrestling for storylines, bro. Storylines and in-ring storylines and wrestling. I'm not here for just pro wrestling. That's what I watch AEW for, just for the wrestling. So, big up to you. Big up, Morris. You already know, bro. One's up every time. Met Ricochet last week, bro. I made sure that the ones went up and I had to let him know, bro. You know what I'm saying? The man does it again. Should have been Liv or even Nia. Exactly. Big up, man. Munzi, what are you saying, bro? Big up, man. How did I not notice Cody wasn't on? Exactly, bro. Because you didn't hear the man come out and, hey, so what do you want to talk about? Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares, bro. Man didn't miss them expensive suits. You dig? It would have been cool with anyone else winning, not trying to hate on Becky Lynch. Personally, I really do like her. However, I would have been cool with Chelsea Green winning just for fun. Yeah, same. Same, because Chelsea Green wins, she's going to be a transitional champ, but she's not going to have it for very long. And we don't know how long Rhea's injury is going to be, although it seems like it's her shoulder and stuff. And I feel like, I mean, the one good thing they've got, which we'll get to the Becky thing properly later because it's the main event of the show. But the storyline's already built with some of these, and I feel like the one with her and Rhea finished already, but we'll obviously get to that. She's only got the belt because of her book, let's face it, otherwise. Exactly, that's what I said as well. But yeah, you know how it goes, bro. Still sorted with, hey, we're not salty, man. We're good, man. Well done, Cody. You know what I mean? You're going to lose that title eventually. We're not salty, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get to the show. I've got the first part up on here, man. Monday Night Raw started off with in-ring promo from Le Champion, Damian Priest. I don't know why I said that French, bruv, when he's not. And Jey Uso, bruv. Now, obviously, Jey Uso is the number one contender for Damian Priest's WWE Championship. They're fighting at Backlash, 4th of May, I think it is, which is Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. And yeah, the usual confrontation. I didn't mind it. You know, Damon Priest had a few choice words for Jay. And then Jay cooked him. Told him he's not the leader of the Judgment Day. And the only reason why you lead him right now is because of Rhea's not about. Obviously, you knew what that was going to ensue. You knew that there was going to be the Judgment Day is going to pop out of somewhere. You know what I mean? And they did. And failed. They failed. And in turn, Damon Priest caught himself a super kick. It was meant for JD. JD moved out the way. Damon Priest caught it in the face. I mean, the weird thing about this is I can't blame JD, man. What do you want him to take a? You want him to take a super kick to the chin? Yeah, I mean, so obviously more things happened in the night through these guys as well. But Priest wasn't very happy about that and did tell him you need to sort it later on in the night. So was it a fun segment? Yeah, it was all right. It was all right. It's just I don't know. Priest cashing in made sense. That's all fine. Priest giving him the rub and seeing what he can do. That's fine as well. Jey Uso being his first opponent isn't fine, I don't think. Even though like Jay's over, like they love Jay. He was at the event I went to as well, and the crowd love him. But the problem you've got in with Jay is Jay's on a good momentum at the moment. You would have preferred Jay to go win the Intercontinental title and leave the WWE title for a bit. Whereas now, one of them's got to lose on it, and I'm not expecting Damien Priest to lose his title that quick, which means I know that Jay's going to lose. So, crazy. We'll go bit by bit so I can get everyone's comments as well. I'm tired of Becky, bro. She's the same as Charlotte, but never planted to see for Liv to join the Judgment Day. I don't want Liv in the Judgment Day at all, bro. So to about Roman, but I was very intrigued to see how Roman carries himself after losing, and now I'm in that zone. Intriguing. That's what I said. I said that when he was the champion after like 1,000 days. That when he loses the title, you're probably going to see an even better Roman. So, Liv can win at can pin Becky at a pay per view. Why have Liv? Why not have Liv win at a Battle Royal though? In fact, Liv winning at a Battle Royal to a title that belongs to no one makes more sense because it keeps everyone else looking strong. Like nobody looks weak by Liv beating them at a Battle Royal. For all you're doing is throwing them over the rope. So, Bajan same. Did anyone else see Finn Balor's news Instagram post? I thought he was retiring. Now he signed a new contract. Yeah, man. I ain't trying to get people out of their job, man. If you got a new contract, big up to Finn. Although I can't wait for the implosion of the Judgment Day so we can get Finn moved on somewhere. He's better than what's been teased there. But yeah, you know how that goes, isn't it? Obviously, backstage we had Bronson Reed attack Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was talking about Chad Gable's going to come out and he's going to come out today and he's going to address what he did. I don't really like these kind of things backstage when Sammy's talking to who was he talking to? Samantha Redmond, I think. No, Jackie Redmond. And he's like, yeah, I heard that Chad Gable's going to be out there today and he's going to let us know why his actions were his actions. I'm like, bro, you should be trying to find him. What do you mean let him know why his actions is? Go find him. Bro, come on, man. He mashed you up. We had the tag title defense from the Awesome Truth versus DIY, ending in a Awesome Truth win. Great win, by the way, man. I like that finishing move, what they do. Why is it the Truth Crushing Finale? I think that's what it's called. I like it, though. I did like it. Kind of cold. But yeah, picked up the victory. Johnny Gargano and Ciampa look a bit defeated after this. Obviously, think he was in better spirits, Gargano, whereas Ciampa, he didn't. It's weird because they can't be teasing Ciampa turn already. Although his heel, when he was healed, is way better. So I don't know. We'll see. Where are we? Solo and Tamatonga will attack Jay and Jimmy. They will come to his back OG bloodline. I hope not. I hope that's not how it works out. Big up Ashton, bro. Hope you are. Hi, Savage. Buzzing with the week coming off of WWE Live at the O2. It was so fun. Not sure I agree with Becky being champ. Should have used the Battle Royal to shock us with it. Yep. It's the easiest way to do it, bro. It's the easiest way to do it. Zen said, I have a question for you. JD breaks up. Who would you rather see as a babyface in the rivalry going forward? Damien Priest or Finn? Finn. I think Finn's better as a babyface. Everything about him is better as a babyface, bro. So, although Finn, I did like Finn in NXT as the tweener, where he was kind of like just mixing between both. I didn't mind that, but yeah, Damien Priest babyface don't work. Man's got the deepest voice and talking about hell and all this business. I don't know that's gonna work out. Big O ends. What are you saying, bro? You know what I mean? Saying on the beach and that. Actually, what time is it there? It's like 6 hours. Oh, it's like 20 to 7 in the morning, isn't it? Man said early birds and that. Moving on from there, what was our next scene? This was good, man. This was good. So we had Xavier and Kofi approach Gunther in the ring. I like this promo from Gunther, bro. Only problem with this promo was the fans were cheering him for the beginning part of it, so it was a bit of a weird one still. But at first, because I'm a New Day fan, but they've been a bit aimless. They've been a bit in the abyss for the last since Biggie's been injured, to be honest. So I was wondering what was going to happen when they came out. They cut a decent promo on him. They cost Imperium. They cost Gunther. Used to be a champion, now you're not. This was more to talk up King of the Ring. King of the Ring is coming up soon, so they tried to talk that up. And obviously Xavier was the reigning King of the Ring. The only thing I didn't like about this is, remember Roman beat him up and took the crown off him, and they stamped on the other one. In all fairness, and I can't have to take my bias away that I like Xavier. You've not acted like you've won the King of the Ring the whole year, bro. After that first 6 weeks, 7 weeks of winning it, you've not acted like you was ever a reigning king. Whereas all the other people we've seen in the past, not all of them, but a lot of them, even Corbin used to walk around with the staff and the crown. The other champions kind of feed into it. That he should be called King Xavier, or you know what I mean. But he's kind of ignored it and been at the back of the pole. Even when Kofi was injured and he was about, he didn't run with it. Whereas, we've got famous people like King Booker, Macho King, Bret Hart as King, Owen Hart as King. Like, there's all these guys where it's made or break their career and stuff. And I think Xavier didn't take advantage of it. I don't know if he fell short of the fact that when he won it, the Vince McMahon stuff happened after. So Triple H took over creative after the King of the Ring. Whereas if he had took over earlier, I think they might have done a bit more with it. But what can you do, man? What can you do? Yeah, I see everyone talking about the Becky thing and that. I'm not gonna lie, I'll get if them comments I might miss them because I'm gonna wait till we get to the actual part where we talk about Becky. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep going back and forth, and I don't want to be here for too long on that. So, but yeah, I did like this the talk of the King of the Ring tournament. Obviously, Gunther told them Imperium after this talk, take care of them, and he left the match between the New Day versus Imperium, which New Day picked up the victory. And then we got something that I can't lie, I didn't expect this thing to happen. It was great how it happened, but I didn't expect it. So obviously, match finished. Gunther walks off in disappointment. He's actually picking up the chair and throwing it and getting mad. He walks off because obviously he's like, "Yo, I'm disappointed. Imperium's lost again." And then we get this scene with Ludwig Kaiser and Da Vinci and Vinci in the ring. The problem with heel turns, you can see him coming a mile off after a little bit. So the fact that the camera was focused on him for so long, I don't know what it was like in the live arena, but camera was focused on him so long, and it was kind of like he was holding Vinci like, "Oh, don't worry about it." Kind of how Gargano would do with Ciampa, but they were doing it for too long. So get out of the ring, about to follow Gunther at the ramp, and then Kaiser snaps. He absolutely snaps, and it's a good heel turn, man. He beats the hell out of him, throws him into the stairs. There was one great move he did where he had Vince's head hanging over the end of the stairs, and obviously the referee, security guards had come out and pushed him away, and he had walked up halfway through the ramp, and he'd done a full sprint all the way around the ring to do a double missile drop kick. It's like a shotgun drop kick, head first, into the steps. Then he walked off, and I love this scene because the camera follows him up the ramp, and when he goes into the gorilla position, camera follows in, and Gunther's standing there. He's just standing there, no aggression at all. Then he smirks at him, and then he's like, "I told you to take care of it." And then they carry on. I'm like, okay, Gunther set this in motion. Obviously, he's blaming Vinci for the stuff that they've gone through when they're losing matches. I actually thought it was going to go another way. I thought that we would always get either Vinci and Kaiser turning on Gunther, or Gunther getting fed up that they're costing him matches, and he snaps and kills both of them. So it went a different way. So I like the fact that it was unpredictable because we're not used to that stuff. Anyone who tells me they knew that Kaiser was going to turn on Vinci the whole time, stop lying. There's no tease for that, bro. There was no tease for that at all, man. But big up everyone in the chat. Make sure that this comes. There will no one ever be better than King Booker and Queen Charmel. Hey, man, Booker T is legendary for that. Zen said this might sound weird, but forgive me. Every time I hear Priest talk, I immediately think of Hugo. Priest sounds like a Spanish word. Hey, nah, dickhead, think. I shouldn't have read that out loud, man. Man don't sound like me. Man's voice is deeper than deep, bro. You got the Barry White thing going on, you get me? Yeah, the whole segment. Yeah, exactly. That 200-meter run was hilarious. Same thing he did with Kofi. Yeah, the run was hilarious, bro. I bet you Vinci will be in that scene. I mean, I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to be this guy. You like know how I feel about this. I don't want anyone to lose their job, but obviously, you know, there's been WWE cuts this week. Von Wagner's gone, Xia Li's gone, my guy, you know, VM Mahan's gone, Jinder Mahal's gone. Okay. If this happened last week, Vinci would have been dropped for the company, bro. Vinci literally, anyone who's got the game 2K who knows what I'm talking about, doesn't Vinci just remind you of the default character at the beginning of your career mode? You know, what's his name? Baron Blade and that. Or when you go to create somebody and you got the default guy where you have to change. That's what Vinci reminds me of. It's crazy. It's crazy. And as I said, we're just fans in it. So who am I to tell a man to lose their job? I don't want anyone to lose their job. And he's obviously friends with Gunther and Kaiser in real life and that. But you've always felt like Kaiser's got way more to him. Even when they do backstage segments and that, Kaiser's the one always talking. Is Tiffany Stratton's his girlfriend, so he's laughing anyway. He's winning all the time. Whereas Vinci's just there, bro. He's just a spare piece. He literally reminds me of Google Baron Blade, bro. Or play the game. Just the first default character, that's Vinci to me, bro. He's not needed. He's there to make numbers up, but nobody really cares. So my hope for him is that he moves on to NXT or somewhere else and reinvents his character. But my realistic thought is he's going to end up in catering and gone, bro. Because if they can't find stuff for Ricochet to do half the time, they ain't finding stuff for him to do. So, yeah, madness in it. Good heel turn, though. Liked it. Long-time friend Sheamus and Drew McIntyre confront each other in the ring. I like this. This was a good promo, man. I like it because it was a shoot promo. I don't really like using wrestling terms like that, but I think that's how a lot of people understand it. So, shoot promo, very honest. These two are damn near in the wrestling business best friends. Done about real life, like constantly together all the time, but the best friends in the wrestling business. And we know last year at WrestleMania, they had probably the match. I think it was a triple threat match going for Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. We knew that this was going to happen with them being on the same roster because when Sheamus left last time, Drew was a babyface still. So we get the confrontation between them. I thought the promo was great. It was all set on home truths and stuff like that. So, you know, I think Sheamus said to Drew, like, yo, listen, I'm your friend and I have to be honest with you, bro. Like, CM Punk with a mashed up arm, he kicked your ass, bro. And I need you to get back to you. And Drew said, okay, since we're doing home truths and that, when you left, it was banger after banger after banger. And ever since you've come back, it looks like you was burgers after burger. Now, Drew's not come up with this completely on his own. But what Drew has done here, which has been doing great for the last few months, is he's taken stuff from social media that fans have said to Sheamus and what Sheamus has addressed himself. Sheamus addressed it himself. He said he wasn't ready to come back. He had the phone call, so he came back. So he was midway through training. So he's, you know, I like the fact that they addressed it. I did find the fact that he said that to Sheamus, and Sheamus laughed and he said, "Oh yeah, man, I've been watching you on social media since I've been gone, man. You're getting good at this." I like that because it didn't make Sheamus like fall off a cliff when Drew said that to him. It was almost like, listen, we're friends on it, so let's just speak. And I did like that. I thought it was pretty cold, bro. And then yeah, that was dope there. Let's see what the comment section's saying. I hope Vinci doesn't get dropped by WWE. He has so much potential. Just look at his moveset, especially the springboard moonsault. But that's all he's got. And moves are not that important in wrestling, unless you're in AEW. He needs a character. He doesn't have any character, bro. He doesn't have any. He literally just looks like a default guy. So, no one's underestimating him. There's a difference between having a character and being a good wrestler, bro. All of them are good wrestlers, bro. All of them are good wrestlers. JD McDonough's a great wrestler, bro. In ring, he's got the perfect moonsault and he's got all these moves and that. But if you can't talk on the mic, then what are you there for? Unless you've got a manager with you. So the burger after burger line got me dying. Sheamus, I can lose weight, but you can't lose stupid. I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, the drag clothes line's pretty cold. Personally, I really like the promo between them, especially Drew's legit shouting back at Sheamus. I care because I'm your friend. It made me feel more real. Yeah, I agree. Savage, do you think Sheamus and Drew as a heel team would be good? I would prefer them to be on their own and both be heel than a heel team. Because it's kind of like Drew's kind of past. He doesn't need a tag team with him. Sheamus just spent all the time with Brawling Brutes anyway. But there's a brand split coming up, and I think they're probably going to end up on different. I think Sheamus will end up on SmackDown. Drew will stay where he is. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, though. After that, we got Sheamus versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I mean, we can talk about what happened, how the match got won, and that. Drew was he distracted Nakamura at one point. But that's not the important thing about this match. The important thing is this guy, Shinsuke Nakamura. I have to say, bro. I have to say. There's no way this has happened to Nakamura, bro. Like, it's getting worse, bro. We can talk about all the great stuff Triple H done since taking over, but what he hasn't done great is produce good stuff for Nakamura, bro. Because the best Nakamura we've had in the last 6 months to a year was him going against Cody and doing the little anime scripts before and with the subtitles and doing them. That was cold. But because there's no stories, it means somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. If you don't understand that, you don't understand wrestling. It's not all predicated on you winning and losing matches, bro. But if you don't do a story, what does Sheamus and Nakamura have to be fighting each other? Tell me. Because one needs a win and one's just come back, so he needs a win, which means one has to win and one has to lose. I'm just saying, the one who loses, it doesn't help at all, and Nakamura just keeps losing. I went to the live show. He fought Cody for the title again. That's fine. It's a live show. But all he's done over the last few, he's just lose. Like, when Nakamura fights someone now, you're never worried about if he's going to win or not. He's going to lose, bro. He's going through what Solo's been going through and what Miz went through last year and what Chad Gable went through before that. It's not good. It's not a good space to be in. So WWE, sort that out, man. Sort that out. JD has a head like a bong from Turk. Oh, he does. He does. I don't get why Sheamus is on Raw when we last see him on SmackDown. That's what I said. He was on the last time we saw Sheamus. Wasn't even with the Brawling Brutes. It was his match versus Edge, an Edge retirement match in Montreal SmackDown. So, but I guess it's because the draft's about to happen in it, so they don't really care right now. But yeah, don't know, bit weird. Sort out stories before, man, or make vignettes to make stuff a little bit better. But obviously, yeah, Sheamus wins with a bro kit. You know what happens there. Oh yeah, we got backstage segment between. There's no picture for it here, but we got a backstage segment. Not backstage actually. It's in ring. We get Chad Gable addressing Alpha Academy in the ring. I like this. Chad Gable's in a suit. He brings out Alpha Academy, lines them up, and he tells them home truths about each other. Basic Otis, you're a big idiot. Tozawa, when you're gonna take stuff serious. Maxine, you're very pretty in that, but like, come on, man. I'm dealing with pathetic people. And he's right. He's right for their characters. It is pathetic because Tozawa just doesn't win matches. He just tears off his shirt and does the laughing gimmick and all that stuff. Whereas you gotta remember, Tozawa in 205 Live was the champ, bro. I know he's only small in that, bro, but you can make something more serious. And basically what Chad Gable was getting across is, I've spent my whole time training idiots. And now I'm going to go out and get my Intercontinental title back. Now, the only thing I didn't like about this is it made it seem by the end of it that Chad Gable's walked away from Alpha Academy. Whereas that means that Alpha Academy is just there now. Maxine definitely needs a team to be a part of. And even though she's with Ivy now most weeks, Otis and Tozawa literally do the comedy with Otis, Tozawa, R-Truth. They're the biggest comedy in W. It's not a problem. It's not a bad place to be in, but I would have much preferred he do that speech, and then say to them, things are going to start getting serious around here, and if you can't keep up, you're going to have to go. That way, we could have saw a more serious Alpha Academy going forward, and maybe if they picked up a few victories, even with a roll up or slightly cheating, he's going to take them more serious to getting wins again. And I would like that. Then he can train them properly. Then we can have what I've always wanted was Team Angle 2.0. You know, like that. I'd get Angle in to be the manager of the squad. And run it, man. You know what I mean? Where's Gable Stevenson, by the way, bro? He's supposed to be on the roster, but what's going on there? From there, we had Ricochet and Andrade defeating JD and Santos Escobar. Okay, this match was meant to be it was meant to be JD and Dom, but Dom's injured as well. Which begs the question, if Dom's injured and he's got his arm in a sling and can be on the show, if Rhea's not had surgery and she's injured, then why couldn't she be on the show? Because I feel like her star power is still needed. Don't know. I feel like it's still needed. But yeah, man, Andrade picked up the victory over the McDonough. And then Damian Priest, man, he came into the ring, took the mic and told Judgment Day, listen, I don't need you, bro. I don't need yours. And it's very interesting that as soon as Rhea's gone, this is when he starts saying that he doesn't need anyone. Very interesting to see what happens going forward with this, because I thought that, I mean, I was wrong, obviously. I actually thought at WrestleMania, before I knew that Rhea was going to fight Becky, I thought WrestleMania, Judgment Day is going to lose everything, and Damian Priest will cash in and win. So then he'll be left with a title and they'll be a bit jealous and break away from each other. Because realistically, Rhea Ripley's been a babyface the whole time, even though everyone's getting booed when she's out. And you know how that goes and that. So, bit of a weird one. The comment section. Hear me out, Demon Team. I might need to part 2 to this shit. With the draft up and coming, call up Carmen Petrovich from NXT and make a third person. And the finisher can be, where's the other part to this? Combination of Claymore, Brook Kick, Cyclone Kick. I know it sounds like it definitely sounds too soon, bro. I do like it though, but it sounds way too soon. And you sound like you're just excited about the finisher more than anything, bro. But I hear you though. JD looks like the villain from Shrek. Fucking hell. Tozawa used to be a serious guy, so we know we can be taken serious with his. We've seen glimpses of Otis being serious. So mainly Maxine, unfortunately, is the one who needs to switch gears, which we saw in the Battle Royal against Nia. Yeah, exactly. But because she's training, it should be easier to get her to switch to being more on the heel side, because it's like she's just following what she's meant to do. Only problem you got now is because of what's been going on with Indy and Candice, even though it doesn't matter too much. Making her the heel while they're heels doesn't make sense, but you just move them from different rosters in it. Be interesting though. Oh yeah, of course, no disrespect to Maxine. How did Dom get injured to begin with? Explains why he missed the tour. But as you said, I don't see Maria come present. Yeah, because I was meant to, remember I told you guys I was meant to see Dom. And then when I went to Smith's, he wasn't there, it was Ricochet. So it's fine though, Ricochet was cool. But yeah, bit of a weird one. And then we move on to the main event of the evening. Introduce it first. We had the ladies battle royal for the vacated Rhea Ripley's WWE Women's Championship. Battle royal. I don't know if this was the way to go to determine a champion, but the fact that they went with it, that's fine, because I thought there is a benefit to it that you can make a new champion by keeping whoever strong. Anyone can stay looking strong in a battle royal because you're only getting thrown over a top rope. You know what I mean? So someone mentioned Chelsea Green earlier. I've seen some people mention that online as well. She's not like, I'll be honest, she's not the initial pick I picked to be the women's champion, because she doesn't take it serious. Like, she doesn't want to be in that serious role. If I watched the interview with Chris Van Fleet, but she's inspired by the divas, and I like it. That's fine. I think there's a place for it in wrestling. It's needed. I love Chelsea Green, but there's so many different women in this match that could have had this title, and obviously the story's been leading to Liv Morgan's revenge tour. So I guess with Liv, the reason why she could have won, they didn't run this with CM Punk and Drew in it. You know what I mean? So that was what it was supposed to be with CM Punk and Drew. Almost identical stories. Rhea gets injured, CM Punk gets injured. Drew and Liv are the same person. Both of them on the same quest, by the way. Both of them seeking truth. Both of them actually got like done wrong in the first place. Drew obviously won his title and lost it straight away. Having Liv win this title means that when Rhea comes back, yeah, she's got your title and she didn't even have to beat you for it. And then the story is, I need my title back and you didn't even beat me. Safe. Nia is the one that makes the most sense anyway. But obviously she lost that Elimination Chambers the last time she fought Rhea. Didn't get to fight her at WrestleMania, and Becky went with that anyway because Becky had won her match. Even though I think most of us thought it should have been Nia versus Rhea, or a triple threat match, or a fatal four-way match at WrestleMania. They kept Nia looking strong because she got eliminated by Becky and Liv in this for the final three. So that's fair enough. I don't think they made the right choice with Becky winning, though. Because where are we going with this? Like, seriously, where are we going with her being the champion? And it's not a diss to Becky. We don't need to be all, let's not get personal about Becky and all that stuff. It's nothing to do with her as a person. I'm just talking in wrestling terms. We've seen over the last 3 years the Becky thing. We've seen it. We saw the man. When the man comes around, we saw the I don't even know what to call it, the David Bowie dressed in Becky, where her and Seth dressed in like crackheads. We've seen Book Tour Becky. We saw Becky 2 belts. We don't need her to be champion, bro. And she doesn't need it. At this point, we need great stories, bro. She offers nothing to being champion apart from, which I will give her, is the same thing I give Cody. When they go on tours, they are loved everywhere, bro. It doesn't matter what you think of Becky, what you think of Cody. Becky, I already knew, and Cody, I was a bit unsure about because, well, he's not been around. So I just thought kids would love him. When I went to the live show, trust me, they love Cody, and the man stayed behind for 2 hours signing people's autographs. So he really is a champion, like one of them babyface champions, what they want. Becky, I get that your book's there and, you're trying to promote even more so she can take that on tour with her, the belt, while she's signing books. It makes sense. But just for being a wrestling fan, I just didn't see the need for it at all. And not only, they really treated it like it was massive as well. The fireworks and the pyro went off and stuff like that. I don't know. Because it means now that if Becky holds on to this title and Rhea comes back, we're running, you know what we're going to get? We're going to get Becky versus Rhea again, bruv. And at WrestleMania, we already said we don't really want Becky versus Rhea again. We've seen it already. We saw it on Raw a few times already. So I don't know what you guys think they should do with this. They can't change it now. So, Becky, I hope she does a good job. Wouldn't mind if I saw Liv Morgan taking out Becky backstage as well. Because remember, she got beef with Becky too. In fact, when Liv Morgan had her title, was it the SmackDown title she had? There was the thing about can she beat Becky at the time. So I don't know. To make that worse, I made it so obvious that when she was winning, the way she presented. Yeah, I know. I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it. Hugo Christian, are you doing the watch along for Backlash as usual? And does anyone know what time? Yeah, well, Backlash is in France, isn't it? So it's normal time for me. Like, I'm loving it, bro. I love these overseas pay-per-views. I love them, bro, because I don't have to go through all of this staying up at 1 a.m. business. So, yeah, I'm here for it still. But I'll be doing it. Was it May the 4th and that? So I'll be watching Star Wars all day. And then, then I'll be doing that. I don't know what you guys are. Sure, everyone else. I mean, if you're in the UK anyway, bro. But if you're not, then you just got to deal with what I've got to deal with all the time, to be honest. It's one of them ones. Well, they're an hour ahead of me in the UK. So I'm guessing if they do... What time is it set for? They did WrestleMania an hour earlier, but if it's set for 8 p.m., like it would be in normally when it's in the US, the pay-per-view starts at 8, finishes at like 12, innit? So I'm guessing it will start at 9, probably finish about 12:30, or it might start at 8 here. Whatever, who knows, man. But yeah, France is an hour ahead, so we'll see. I'm sure they'll find them to try and take care of their US audience first, but I'm not mad at it, man. And then obviously Bash at Berlin as well, which is Germany. So again, I'm fine with the times. I like it, man. They give her the title because she signed a new contract, bruv. I mean, we don't know that. We don't know that. I don't think Becky's I don't think Becky seems like, give me the title, or I'm not signing the contract. It doesn't feel like she'll be like that. It really doesn't. She doesn't need it. But maybe it's the looking at who should be the face of the company, and she can be a face. Yeah, Clash with the Castle in Scotland as well. So yeah, man, got 3 pay-per-views. Are the 3 back-to-back that are outside the US then? If I'm correct, I think so. Backlash, Bash at Berlin, Clash at the Castle. I love it. Hey, man, it's all like, hey, listen, I'm telling you, Morris, bro. If you do watch alongs, bro, I think I deserve it, bro. I've been staying up at stupid o'clock for the last how many pay-per-views and that. WrestleMania week, I was up all week. So yeah, man, I'll take that still. I did get an email back from WWE actually. I'm trying to figure out if I should go Clash at the Castle and be part of the press. If I'm not part of the press, I'm not paying a ticket to go watch Clash at the Castle because Roman ain't gonna be there, bro. And that's all I care about. So if there ain't no bloodline there, I ain't interested. But I have to let them know soon because they give out the press passes early. So Money in the Bank is in Canada, so it's been okay. So it's unfortunate. I'll take it. It's not too bad. 3 back-to-back in Europe is fine, man. So I can deal with one being at one. I just don't like when they're back-to-back and US all the time. And obviously, I don't know if you guys saw. I don't know if he done it when he went to your show as well. Cody mentioned as well that he wants WrestleMania to be in the UK after he done his match, which is what John Cena done before as well. I think we're getting closer to it, man. I think we're getting closer to it now. WrestleMania 40 is out of the way, which was a big one. Of course, if it's a big anniversary edition of something or 40 years or a milestone, it's going to be in the US. Fine. But now nobody cares about like 41, 42, 43 in terms of numbers. So give us just one, innit? Just give us one, bro. Wembley Stadium, sell the fucker out. If you don't want to use Wembley Stadium, just use one of the football stadiums, innit? And let's get it done, man. Use the Tottenham Stadium if you want, bro. Just let's get it done. You know, it'd be amazing. They'll sell out. They have a WrestleMania Access Week in London. They can do all like the Buckingham Palace stuff, and oh my god, bro! I think what would happen then is I'd have to go and move. I'd have to go to London for a week, and little hotel job, get press pass, meet the people. Yeah, it'd be cold still. It'd be cold, but they need to give me a bit of time, man. They can't be sneaking up on me with the ticket prices and that. Yeah, I mean, I need to know. I need to speak to my accountant. My finances can't just be coming out for big boy tickets. When I went to see Ricochet the other day, big up to the guy if he's watching, by the way. Didn't get his name, but he was there with his kids. He went to WrestleMania. He was showing me the photographs of where he was sitting night 1 and night 2. Even he said night 1 was the coldest he's ever been. So I think night 1, I think he said he paid $300 for night 1 and then $700 for the tickets on night 2, which was way cheaper than I thought, to be honest, because night 1 you got to see The Rock anyway. So he was sitting by the entrance ramp on night 1, and then night 2 he was sitting in the nosebleeds. But listen, WrestleMania, bro, you sit in the nosebleeds for the experience, and you don't go to WrestleMania. Let's be honest, man. You want to see what's going on in the ring, but most of WrestleMania is for the experience, so you can, have that in your memory bank that you've been. And I think that would be dope. Still, I'd love to do that still. So hopefully. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm trying to give WrestleMania Minnesota and that, bro. Like, what? For Brock and that. Allow it, bro. For the Vikings and that. WrestleMania at Craven Cottage would be fucking terrible, bro. Like, I remember when they messed up with Money in the Bank last year. 20,000 tickets for Money in the Bank. 20,000 tickets in England. You need a venue that is 80,000 minimum in England, simply because you're gonna get the traveling fans from all over the world, and England alone, well, the UK alone as a fan base for wrestling is huge, bro. It's huge. So every day of the tour last week, all of them got sold out. Every single one of them. O2 got sold out as well. So it's huge. Excuse me. Huge. It's huge. So Anyway, that was your Monday Night Raw review. Wanted to keep it short and sweet, and it's 40 minutes, so it wasn't short and sweet. Also, I literally, before I started this stream, I was on a stream 3 minutes before, and that was like an hour and a half plus on that. So, rest of the day, I've got to edit some videos. I'm probably going to do a breakdown to Chris Brown and Quavo's diss track against each other. I know they're old now. Quavo's one came out this morning. Chris Brown one came out 2 days ago, but I like to wait for both of them to come out so I can go back to back on them. If you haven't seen the Wolverine and Deadpool trailer, go on to HUGO Online, see the review of that. And haven't put any reaction videos up on TikTok today. Got to pick and choose what's going on with copyrights and stuff like that. And yeah, man, obviously, you know, the normal stuff. Community tab, let me know what you want in the community tab, what you want to see on the channel. If I can make it happen, I can make it happen. Let me know if you want any Q&As and stuff like that as well, or some rankings on wrestlers and all that. Let me know and sort that out, man, because I don't know, man. Wrestling content around the globe is getting a bit childish. Like everyone's after the view so much that the content's childish, bro. You ain't getting me to do no childish shit just for the sake of it, bro. I'm a grown man, innit? But big up to everyone inside, man. I hope everyone's well. I'm on my quest now, innit? I'm on my quest, man. My cut started again. Had great times in the gym, strength and conditioning this morning. I have to. I'm gonna try and make this happen, innit? And it's not gonna be in a big promotion, but I'm trying to get in the wrestling ring, bro. I'm trying to get in the. I've only ever trained in a wrestling ring. I've trained with some wrestlers and that, but I've never had a proper wrestling match, man. And I think it would be cold, bro. It'd be cold if I can get to the fitness level I need to be, because it's ridiculous fitness level, bro. I'm an athlete as well, but it's ridiculous. If I can get to that fitness level, then when I'm on the quest to try and learn stuff, then I can vlog it in it, and then I can have a match in like an indie promotion, bro. Even if it's 20 people in the crowd, I think it'll be cold. Yeah, I mean, Savage with a moonsault. I ain't gonna lie, if I do a moonsault, I'll be winded for days, blood. But yeah, man. I think I might go for the clothesline from hell as my finishing move. You know what I'm saying, blood? Come on. Chris Brown, this track is I'm looking to fight worthy. Now, Chris Brown, I'm gonna do the breakdown, but Chris Brown won 100%. Quavo's wasn't terrible, but Quavo basically just made a song. He made a song and threw a couple of diss tracks in. This is in the no, this is in that are gonna bother Chris Brown, whereas Chris Brown brought up Takeoff, bro. So yeah, serious. Big up Beijing. He said you're doing a hate along Arsenal versus Chelsea. I don't do hate alongs, man. I do, yeah, I mean, I just do football watching. I don't hate Arsenal or Chelsea, to be honest. I just don't like the fans. I'm not, but if you're doing one, then I'll tune in. I'm definitely gonna watch the game, but I don't want to commit to another stream today. This is my second stream of the day, and when like it's 1:17 in England or 1:15. So I'll see how I feel after the videos later on, and I have to see how many clients I've got later. But I have to reiterate as well, when I keep saying clients, and I'm talking about personal training clients, bro, I ain't no prostitute. But, you know what I mean? Just let man know that. And that trial. Hey, WWE promoters and that, fanatics and that, bro. You know what I mean? Don't be trying to kick me off the brand and that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, love for the love, guys, man. Thanks for coming over. Trying to think when I'll be back next day. I'm not even gonna risk it and say it, but probably Thursday. Savage Talk live if there's something to talk about, bro. I am not talking about wrestling when there's nothing to talk about. AEW was good though. AEW Dynasty was good. That was good. Swerve Strickland's a champion now. Daniel Bryan and Ospreay had a great match. Big stuff, man. You know what I mean? Off the back of that stupid videotape we released anyway. But who knows, man? I mean, your boy, comment, subscribe, and share. You know the vibes already.